Hello, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Today is the day we talk about longevity of your floral product. This arrangement was done with flowers that are about now a good week to 10 days old, 7 to 10 days old. Look at that. Still perfect. These will easily go another week. That'll make it 14 days, 2 weeks, maybe 3. If I change the water and put a few drops of bleach in there. That, by the way, was made with my Flower Crazy invention that I sell on QVC. So that's easy, but longevity of product. When you get your flowers from Michael's Flower Garden, they're going to be FedEx overnight. They're going to come in a box like this. A big old box of flowers. Let's see what's in here. We've got Asiatic lilies, a whole bunch of Asiatic lilies. Gorgeous, perfect. Michael's Flower Farm has the freshest flowers in the land. Because why? Because I know all the farmers in California, and I belong to the Cal State Farmers Association, which ships flowers, so I get the best stuff. Here is magnolia. Here is one of your favorites. Look at these dark black, almost black, hypericum berries. We've got leucadendrum. Very nice. We've got China grass, or lily grass, some people call it. And we also have good old heather, like the hills of Ireland. Actually, heather in Ireland doesn't look like that. It's a different variety that grows. So this is from Michael's Flower Farm. All these flowers came in a box. There's about let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 125. There's about $125 worth of flowers here retail. This arrived for it was about $80 from Michael's Flower Garden. An armful, a huge armful of flowers. So when you get your flowers, you want to cut them, put them in warm water. Then I can't even hold them, there's so many. And then follow the tutorial on designing them. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to design in a classic urn. But back to keeping your flowers alive. These are FedEx directly from farms in California. They can't get any fresher. They're chopped FedEx and then overnighted to you. So when you get them, you want to cut these, put them in warm water. Take your clippers like this and make a nice angle cut. Drop them in a vase of water for about an hour and a half. And then you're going to start designing with them. Again, there's tutorials. You have all my YouTube videos and the tutorials that come along with it so that you can turn it into a masterpiece. So when your flowers arrive, there's also a bottle of my magic spray bottle in there. It's a sort of a private concoction I've mixed up. When your flowers come, you're going to spray them like this. After you've done designing. This spray sometimes can keep flowers from opening. Because if I coated you in wax, it'd be hard for you to move. Same thing with that spray. So wait for your flowers are at peak. Nice, just, nice 2/3 of the way open, and then spray them with that bottle that comes free with your order from Michael's Flower Garden. And then change the water about every 2 or 3 days and a couple drops of bleach. So start with good product, hydrate them, put a couple drops of bleach in the water, spray them with that spray bottle I sent you, and then change the water every 2 or 3 days and cut maybe an inch off. If you're doing a foam-based design, you don't want to take it apart. So you'll just hold this under the sink, and I'll always pour out the old water like that, and then put in fresh water, preferably with a couple drops of bleach added. So that's how you do it with foam. People always say, am I going to take this apart? No, you're not going to take it apart. You're just going to refresh the water. But again, spray it again with my secret sauce. That is the most important reason why my flowers last 3 to 4 weeks in my house. As you can see, these are well over a week old. They're going on 2 weeks. This will last another week. Flowers should last you at least 2 weeks when you get them. Certain varieties, yes, a little bit tricky. Hydrangeas. The secret to hydrangeas is alum powder, A-L-U-M. You take alum powder. You can buy it on Amazon or at your grocery store. In California, I buy it at Ralph's by McCormick's. Comes in bottles about this big. You pour alum powder in the water. You cut your hydrangeas, put them in the water, and let it sit there for about an hour and a half, sucking up that alum water. Recently, I took some other flowers and I put them in alum water, and it turned out just as well. So I guess alum powder, nobody knows why it works, but it works. Alum works on hydrangeas really well, and apparently it works on other flowers. So I was recently interviewed by a French magazine, and they asked me, what are the two most important things of being a top designer? I don't speak French, so we had to have a translator. And they said, oula, plus à toi. And I said, ooh, what do they want to know? And they said, what are the two most important things of being a top designer? And the French guy standing next to me, and I said the same thing at the same time. That would be longevity of your product and perceived value. When I give you a bill for $100, you see $100. If I give you a bouquet for $5, you go, wow, that's nice. If you get a big giant box of flowers like this, FedEx from the farms of California, you go, ooh, that's a nice deal. Those are lasting 2 or 3 weeks. Perceived value and longevity of your product. So, best thing to do is put a little bleach in the water, spray with my secret sauce, and cut a couple inches off every other day, and you'll be sitting pretty. I always tell my students, if your flowers lasted a long time and you knew how to design gorgeous pieces, wouldn't you buy flowers more often? Of course you would. I'm sort of an ambassador for the flower business. So you can learn how to design by, oh my God, I've got books, I've got online classes. If you're really lazy, just buy Flower Crazy and stick them in the hole like we did on this piece the other day. You just stuck it in the hole, and the holes will angle them perfectly in position. For those of you who don't want to learn anything, you just want to stick them in the hole and have beautiful flowers. But yes, flowers are a joy, and they should last you longer than what the average American states is 5 days. They should last you much longer. I don't think I've ever had a flower die in 5 days. Yet, I did some online ordering to see what was out there in the world, and I got some bouquets delivered and some girls from farms delivered, and I got some global roses delivered, and they were all dead in 3 days. I couldn't believe it. I was really shocked. A little bouquet this big, wrapped in like old burlap or something for $85. You've gotten them, you know what I'm talking about. And they were dead in 3 days. I called them, I said, I don't know. These, oh, don't worry, we'll send you another one. I got another bouquet, a little bit bigger, this big for $85, as opposed to this big for $85. And they died in 3 days too. So you need to know where to get your flowers from. The reason I get so many flowers for such a reasonable price is because I know the farmers in California and the wholesalers, and they owe me because I've been buying flowers from them for 30 years. So check out michaelsflowergarden.com. Let's check out flowerschool101.com. You can come to classes with me, or you can have my flowers FedEx right to your house, and you can learn online. Online classes are going spectacular. The students are doing brilliant work. I guess the secret is they can watch it over and over again. To master the design. So stay tuned, we're going to come back and we're going to start designing in an urn today. So we'll be right back, and I'll turn you into a designer. Stay tuned.